Hello, my nerds. So, let's see, I'm currently in Illinois. Not too far from Chicago. And in case you're wondering, yes, I have a problem with Chicago. It's just not truck friendly. Like, it really isn't. Alright, let's see here. Alright, not too many books, and then I think I'll do the manga and anime as well. Alright, so we got, so kind of going off the rest of the books I've read. We have Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry by Mildred D. Taylor. The Mind Warp series by Chris Archer. Gone series by Michael Grant. Roswell High series by Melinda Metz. They did a TV show of Roswell High. The one that ran from like 1999 to 2002 was much better than the one that's currently running on the CW. Just gonna throw that out there. The Glass Salamander by Ann Downer, and its sequel, The Books of the Keepers. Here's the thing though, there is a first book. This is actually a trilogy. I did not realize it when I picked this book, when I picked up The Glass Salamander. So there is a first book. I did not read the first book. Like, shame on me, I know. But in my defense, there is no defense. I was just an idiot then. You know, I wasn't paying attention. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think someone ripped out the page that had the other books listed. You know? And for some reason, I don't think it said part of this trilogy on the cover. So I think that's why I didn't realize it was part of a trilogy. The Sleeper Conspiracy by Tom. I'm going to spell out his name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Sniegoski. So, The Sleeper Conspiracy by him. The Magicers by Rondi A. Ulat Schalzeit. The last little bit apparently got cut off by the rings, so I can't really make it out. Death Rattle by Sean Lynch. The Thief Lord by Cornelia Funk. So You Want to Be a Wizard by Diane Duane. That one actually has a really interesting premise for magic. Just gonna throw that out there. And The Christmas Spurs by Bill Wallace. I did think of another book a couple days ago. I did not write it down. I was driving at the time. So I'm going to have to try to rethink about it. But I did think of another book. I just can't think of it at the moment. So I can't remember what it was. Alright, so we're going to go into the manga, anime, and comics. Just regular comics. I can get through these. So we have The Breaker and its sequel, The Breaker New Waves. This is actually a manhwa. For those of you who don't know, a manhwa is like a manga. A manga, you read right to left in terms of pages. Obviously, you know, I don't speak or read Japanese or Korean. Manhwa is Korean. Manga is Japanese. So obviously, being an English, you know, reader, I read the words left to right, but the pages and the panels on the pages go right to left. In manga and manhwa, it's left to right like we do here in the US. So, just gonna throw that out there. So, yeah, The Breaker and its sequel, The Breaker New Waves, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what the Korean equivalent of an anime is, but they need to make it. They need to make it. It is absolutely wonderful. And I'm still waiting for, like, the sequel to The New Waves, because the series isn't done yet. But it's been, like, over 10 years since, so I'm not holding out hope for the sequel. Moon Knight by Marvel Comics. They just finished the show. The show was alright. Shadow Man by Valiant Comics. That one would make an interesting series. Voodoo influenced. So I think that would be a good series. Cyberforce. That would also make a by Top Cow Comics. That would also make a good TV show. So I'm gonna throw these out there. Air Gear. I only read the manga. I know they made an anime. I don't know how close the anime is to the manga. History's Strongest Disciple. I read the manga and the anime. So, Naruto, manga, anime. So, I did not finish the anime. I'm sorry to say. So, shame on me. But I kind of too many fillers, at one point. Bleach, manga, anime, same thing. Finished the manga, did not finish the anime. Once again, too many fillers, Midnight Secretary, which is a manga. Interesting premise of vampire. Just gonna say there. Maid-sama, manga and anime. Little on the sappy side, not really for everyone. It's not action based or anything like that. It's kind of like a high school romance kind of thing. But I enjoyed it, even in my 30s. Inuyasha, manga, anime, did not finish either one. I'm afraid to say it's kind of a long series, and I started watching the anime first, so the manga really was just kind of like because the anime actually followed the manga pretty good. So. Skip Beat, manga. Tokyo Crazy Paradise, manga. Absolutely wonderful. I really love that one. Vampire Knight, manga. I know they made an anime. I just never watched it. Blue Exorcist, manga, anime. I think the manga is definitely better. Definitely goes into more detail. And I think I don't know where they ended the anime. I know it's one of those weird situations where they seem like they did the anime out of order. Busou Renkin, manga. They also did an anime, but I didn't watch it. Claymore, manga. Once again, anime, but I didn't watch it. Oh, for Busou Renkin, that one actually has an interesting premise for alchemy. Just saying. Rosario plus Vampire, manga, anime. Unfortunately, they quit. I think they quit the anime after only one season, so it is what it is. Rurouni Kenshin, manga and anime. I think they quit the anime before the actual end of the series. I don't think they actually went through the whole manga for the anime. Hayate the Combat Butler, manga. Really kind of funny. Kind of a funny anime. Chibi Vampire, manga. I think they actually did anime too. I'm not too sure. DN Angel. Manga and anime. I didn't finish either one of them. But it was still pretty good. I really enjoyed some of the story. I really enjoyed some of the episodes of the manga. They really kind of did a great job of trying to get to your emotions. Kurohime, manga, would recommend really good anime, just saying. Trinity Blood, manga, anime. I finished the anime, I did not finish the manga. I'm sorry to say. Sanctuary, manga. Sanctuary is very heavily political. Just saying. It doesn't really throw political beliefs out there, but it follows politics. So it can get really dry at times, and it can get very dialogue heavy, So it can get it does take a little bit of will to get through, but it keeps the tension, Mysterious Girlfriend X, manga. Despite what you guys may think about the title, it is not a dirty manga. Alright? Just gonna say that. So all you perverts out there, get your mind out of the gutter. Veritas, manhwa. I absolutely love manhwas. I think they have a very interesting premise, and they oftentimes deal with martial arts. At least the ones I've read, and I just really enjoy them. Veritas is a really good one. The Astounding Wolfman by Image Comics. Once again, I think that would make a much better animated series than the live action. I think the other comics I mentioned would probably make a better live action. Animated always works, but Wolfman is definitely one that needs to be animated because he does transform into a Wolfman. Lore Olympus, Webtoons. Webtoons is an app I use. I'm not endorsing. I don't know if I can endorse. I don't know the legal ramification, but they're not sponsoring this in any way. But I use Webtoons. Absolutely wonderful, free. So give them a try. Webtoons app, and Lore Olympus is on there. It's actually why I started. I downloaded the app. Absolutely wonderful. It kind of follows the story of Persephone and Hades myth of how they got together, and it's absolutely wonderful. Oh my god, it gets touching at times, it can get funny at times, and it's a really good series. The Remarried Empress, also on Webtoons. I wouldn't necessarily say this would make a good show. Just saying. I mean, it's a good story, but I don't really think it'd make a good show. The Newlywed Diary of a Witch and a Dragon, also on Webtoons. Kind of cheesy, hokey. Really no, like, tension thing going on, because it was like, they've met several bad guys, but there was no, like, sense of danger, you know? It's a romance between a witch and a dragon, obviously. So that's really kind of why I'm reading it. But there's no, like, even, like, the relationship doesn't really have a sense of weight to it, you know what I mean? Like, so it's a good story, decent story, but I mean, there's just Like a Wind on a Dry Branch, Webtoons. This one is actually kind of interesting. Interesting world, at least, but I don't know if it'd make a good TV show. My Dear Cold-Blooded King, Webtoons. Once again, I would say that might make a good TV show. I'd say that make a good TV show. Nothing too outrageous happens, so it could be a live action. Loving Reaper, Webtoons. I actually discovered Loving Reaper, whose author is Jenny Genya. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Oh my god, makes me cry. Makes me cry. It's not so much an animal activist comic series. I actually first discovered it on Facebook, and the first one I read, the first story was called The Good Boy, and oh my, tears. And then the Black Cat, I read the Black Cat, tears. Like, she just has a way of making you feel for the story. I only have a few more left, so I'm gonna kind of go ahead and tell you what it's about. It follows Death, you know, skeletal hood, scythe, but he's, you know, very kind. They're not long chapters. They're only like 5-6 panels, but she does pack a lot of emotion in those panels. And Death goes around and he's collecting the souls of a lot of animals, and there's always like messages at the bottom telling you, you know, like how we need to treat the animal world better. So it is kind of like an animal activism kind of thing, but she's not. But she's activating being kind to animals and, you know, watching how we treat the earth and all that. But it's not like she's like, oh no, you cannot eat meat, you know. So it's a really great series. I absolutely love it. So definitely give her a try. Underworld by Webtoons. This one also follows the Persephone Hades story. Once again, I first found. I think she first released a bunch of like art panels on Facebook, and now she's trying to do a series. It's really slow going though, so I'd actually wait a while, but that way you can get kind of more in there. And finally, we have The Phantom. I actually did a video on The Phantom. He's been done by various comics throughout the years, so absolutely love him. Oh god, there was another webtoon that I read that for some reason, why did I not write that one down? Trying to think of it. It is called. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Damn, that's not cool of me. You know, like I don't know why I can't think of it. But I'll probably mention it in a later video or something. Who knows? But yeah, so that's all the ones I've written down so far. There have been a lot of others, like just the manga and anime alone, and you know, regular comics. Just those alone, it's, you know, at least a couple hundred. So like I said, I'm in my 30s and I've been reading since I was a kid. So like that is gonna build up a lot, and I really kind of, if I had a genie, there are 2 wishes I would make. As a joke, like if I seriously got a genie, like obviously I would not make these wishes. They're kind of silly. But if the genie could only grant like frivolous things, I would wish for a diary of every meal my wife has ever cooked for me, and I would also wish for a list of every book manga, anime, and comic that I've read. You know, so that would be kind of cool to have. But that is it for today. That's my notebook. Trying to think of what to do next video. I think I might actually go into more of a deep dive into some of these books. I know that's actually kind of why I created this channel, you know, and I know I haven't done that yet, but I'm really still trying to figure out like how to present the book without giving spoilers. I've subscribed to a couple of book YouTubers, and I've watched them, and so I'm kind of getting an idea of a good way to do it, you know. So it's really if you hopefully I get some readers watching this, but obviously, like, I really just make these I really kind of make these videos for me, because I do want to get some readers out there, you know. So that's it. Yeah, that's. I don't know if many of you know, but here in the Midwest, it's not uncommon to yeah, that's about it, and then start a new conversation. So I don't know why. I just do that. Yeah, so that is it. I'm gonna end this now. So you guys go ahead, have a good day. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I really want to know what your thoughts and opinions are. If you have any suggestions of things I should read, go ahead and comment down below. We also have our Facebook page. I wonder if hopefully that's linked somewhere. It's Dang Dirty Nerds on Facebook. They won't let me say damn on Facebook, so it's Dang Dirty Nerds on Facebook. All right. And really the only thing I do on there is I just post these videos, and every once in a while I'll ask a question, but it's nothing too, you know, special. So go ahead and you don't have to go to the Facebook page. But anyway, let's see. If you have any suggestions, if you've read any of these, let me know what you guys think. I really want to know. I really want to know. Most of these I've enjoyed. Some of them I haven't loved, but I've enjoyed. I enjoyed them. But for the most part, I do. But for the most part, I am happy to have read them. So, you guys. So that's it. That really is it. So you guys go on ahead and you have a good day, and I will catch you next time.